S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wheel. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
There you go. Focus, defense, focus.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 46 yards. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Yeah, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready?
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 18.
Easy.
From the gun, it's Breeze. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back, it's Alvin Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Breeze going to throw. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Check 26. Check 26. Spones. 26.
Prescott from the gun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's deep for the Saints. Fielded at about the 28. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
53. Check. Lucky. Hey, switch gears. Go.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. Breeze going to go on 4th down. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. Jim. Check the backer. We go 21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Breeze will try again on second down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Switch it, switch it. Here we go.
Throwing on second and 14. Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Michael Thomas, who turned 26 in March, now the league's highest paid wideout, signing a 5-year, $100 million extension in late July that will run through 2024.
He's the highest paid non-quarterback ever, though we know as far as these things go, that could change quickly in the league, but still a huge contract for him and deserved. 125 catches last year, led the NFL, 5th highest total in league history. Not bad for a guy that when he played Little League football, he's one of the guys that, you know, the coach said, okay, who hasn't played yet? Because everyone has to play a minimum number of plays. That's what he was doing when he was in Little League football. Now he's one of the best receivers in the NFL.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right, and Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20, so get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium, and his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Breeze now to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From midfield, here's Breeze. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, as the first half is winding down, and the Saints have taken the lead. What's good on the extra point? And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Time for a break. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Saints take over first and 10